Well, you guys had the lead, but you ended up having to come from behind, and you had only 5 defensemen late in the game, but it seemed like you guys were pretty good defensively. What was your thoughts here on the win?
Yeah, no, much better effort today, much team effort, I would say. We lost not our cool, but we just went different directions last night, I thought, and today we were concentrating on just getting the job done, and give the guys credit coming back, but that's how we have to approach every game like that, right? And it seems like we're doing good in this building, so it was nice to see, even coming from behind, that we end up winning this game.
We talked last night and the night before about how you thought on the power play and just in the zone in general, it kept it to the outside quite a bit. But really, every goal scored today was kind of the opposite of that. What did you make about the way that the team was able to kind of get pucks in front of the net?
Yeah, no, and we addressed it, in the morning with video or before the game. It doesn't matter, something we want to get better at, and it's amazing when you do it, right? Power play scored a big goal, but also I think Turcotte's goal. It's a prime example. I mean, there's a lot of guys who didn't score for a while. Just got to go there, right? And good things happen.
Penalty kill, you had to have 2 late in the third period. What did you see from your unit there that they were able to do that to keep you guys within a goal?
No, they've been great all season long, and I wasn't worried at all. I got to be honest. I know we're gonna kill it off. I know Port's gonna be our best killer today, and he came up with big saves. But the 4 guys in front of him did an excellent job all game.
We kind of briefly mentioned this last night with Tyler Enomoto. He gets called back up and you immediately slot him back in. Tonight, Wyatt Wiley plays a lot of big minutes. Where's the confidence level at with, the personnel that you guys have that have, gone back and forth between here and Greenville?
Yeah, Loro does a great job in Greenville. The guys who are coming up, they've been good. They've been fine. I take you guys back, and when you guys asked me about one of the questions, and I'm going to answer you with that. The system again, the way we play, the structure also in Greenville and here. It's got to be pretty similar, and that's why I'm not worried about that. It's going to protect these guys, and as long as they keep it simple and play good defensively, they will be fine. And that's exactly what these guys do.
Seems like every night Brant Clark plays a lot of minutes, but tonight a lot of defensive situations where he was counted on pretty heavily and was able to make those plays that you needed from him tonight.
Yeah, no, he's our best player, right? On defense, and going down early with 5 defensemen at back-to-back night. It's a lot of minutes, and we still want to work with him on his defensive play, but can't take away his offense, and again, he makes so many special plays, but still a few things we have to teach him, and he has to get better. But overall, yes, he's been a horse since day one, and he's pushing to be with the Kings, and if he's gonna keep going like that, he's gonna have a bright future.
His partner Tobias Bjornfoot tonight, and again, we were kind of rotating because only 5, but Bjornfoot played a lot with him. It seemed like tonight he was a lot more comfortable, and he came up with some big plays for you too.
Yeah, no.
Just like the difference between him yesterday and today even was pretty big.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it was his first game back. Mentally, it's not easy. I thought today was not easy. It took him a little bit for at least 10-15 minutes to get going, and as soon as he played more, I thought he played more, or he felt more comfortable out there. And he had some good chances. I wish he would have scored one of his chances, but overall, he's closer to being Tobias Bjornfoot.
We've talked about Ports with you quite a bit this season, but Jared pointed out after that third goal, the way that he reacted seemed as if like there wasn't going to be another one. So, kind of what was your reaction to that third goal and the way that he seemed really dialed in tonight?
Yeah, no, he was good. He's you have to calm him down sometimes, but but again, he made some big stops, and that's where we need him. And the goals against, it was couldn't do anything, I thought. But overall, no, we trust him, and that's why he played tonight. And and he got us another win. So that's important.
Martin Kromiak has been in and out of the lineup. Maybe this helps his obviously it helps his confidence, but do you think this could kind of get him going on a little bit, getting that winner?
I hope so. I mean, you always want to feel good. You want to have confidence, especially as a forward. You know, he's such a good kid, and he knows it too. The areas where he has to get better, and you know, he was scratched one day just to kind of recharge his battery and regroup a little bit. Had a solid game yesterday. I thought today was even better. So hopefully he's gonna take off just the way he started this season, starting with a good preseason and camp, and you know, he's an important player, and he's smart. He's gonna make Maltzy better too in hoods, but he needs to get going first, and when he does that, it's a good line.
Was this one of the best nights for that line specifically? It seemed like they had some more chances. They were a little more involved, getting to more pucks.
Yeah, no, they did their job. You know, both ends. Was it their best game? I don't think so, but they've been good. They've been really good. So, you know, again, those are, especially with Hoots and Maltsev, they're veterans. You know, I rely on them a lot, and the team as well, and they have to come up big in big moments, and that's what they do every night.
Last one for me is Taylor Ward started the overtime. I mean, to me, that's not a guy that a lot of fans would say, oh, I want him out there right in that spot. But for you guys to trust him in that spot right to start an overtime must mean he's doing a lot of good things for you right now.
I have to push him, you know, a couple of times because he didn't believe me. But I really pushed him. But again, why was he out there? Because he had a good game. And even yesterday, you know, he worked his way up and his way in. And I thought he deserved to be the starter in OT, and he did a good job. So again, end of the day, it's always up to the player as well. You know, I always have to make tough decisions, but the players make the call, and if they play well, they will get the ice time for sure.
I know we just talked about that with Kromiak of confidence, but Ward is a guy that, like you said, he maybe almost too humble, like could be more confident in his game that he has.
Yeah, no, he seems like a cool kid, but you know, he's still a young kid, and you know, he's one of those. Even last year, right away, you know, he doesn't really look like a young kid. You know, if you would meet him, you would think he's been around for the last 10 years, but he isn't, and that's sometimes. We all have to be careful too, especially me. You know, he's a young kid out of college. He needs to learn a lot of things too, and he needs to figure out how to be consistent. And you know, he was in the best shape from the whole team. You know, coming back this year, and it shows a little bit. So good for him.